An hour?
Yeah.
Cool. Dang, dude, it's been an hour.
So we were at Advaita
So
in the qualified
qualified. So yeah, that's like a
traffic.
yeah. You're like traffic along God and man, and Dvaita is just, which I don't believe at all, is God and man are forever separate. That God, man is the servant and God is the master.
Oh.
Dvaita is two, like man and God and man are separate, and man can never reach God.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. I tend to vacillate or move between Advaita and vicious Advaita. And that's a questioning, right? Like that's almost like saying there's no such thing as true enlightenment. When you say that I'm vicious Advaita versus Advaita, because you will never understand the absolute, the ground of existence, the source. It's a paradox beyond your wildest imaginings, and that's where I tend to fall, is vicious Advaita, is like we're connected, like we have some sense of what's going on, but we have no idea of like the depths of, and that's like almost like saying no one is enlightened. And Sadhguru himself, is like, he's not enlightened because he hasn't, I don't know. Maybe that's wrong though. I'm very open to being wrong. Like I said, I vacillate. So, yeah. I hope that made sense. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either, dude. Are we the traffic? Are we the source? Or are we just on the other end, just a man?
Well, it's true that the source of this existence is working within us.
Yes.
It's true. It took me a while to really understand or like really be with how this is happening. But Sadhguru says it so simply. When you eat a banana, by the afternoon, it's become a human being.
I know.
Like if you did it like out here, if I took a banana and I went like that, and a human being appeared, you'd be like, what?
That was magic.
But it's happening within us every single day.
Yeah.
So he says that like the source of creation is happening within you.
Yeah.
And that source of creation created this whole existence.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be all three, dude. It could be all three, It's like there's no...
Well, I think that's the biggest question, is that the three aren't like, they're not like things out there.
Yeah.
They're how your perception is.
Right.
They're qualifications on your perception.
Deep. So it could be, yeah.
It's not that they're true.
Yeah.
It's just like, how are you perceiving reality?
Yeah.
Right?
It's not that they're false either.
It's not that they're false either.
Yeah.
They're just ideas.
Yeah.
And like ideas aren't true or false.
Yeah. That's deep. I agree. They're like little lenses you can put on. Yeah. Like little like you can put on the non-dual glasses or like the dual glasses. Sometimes, yeah.
And so that's what I think belief is. Belief is that one of the lenses is true.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like this lens is the only lens.
Yeah. And like everyone's seeing it through this lens.
Yeah.
And if not, they're not seeing it right.
They're not seeing it right. Yeah, that's... But but like it's very hard not to fall in... But see, the thing is the human mind is constructed in such a way that it is very difficult not to fall into one of those categories. Just to be like, I don't know, is one thing, but like something in you like always wants to know, and maybe that's human...
This is the delivery.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
She said UPS.
Oh, UPS. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's and it's very hard not to fall into one category or the other. Even the most integrated view that I've seen someone present to me, they say, yeah, they're all steps on the ladder. They're all true.
Yeah.
But they're all just steps on the ladder. But this is the highest step.
Yeah.
Advaita is the highest step.
Uh-huh.
And maybe they're all just not steps on the ladder, but they're all just 3 different ladders that get to the same place, maybe. And they're all true, and neither should be prized. And man is separate from God, and man is connected to God, and man is God all at the same time.
That reminds me of what Sadhguru said about realization.
Okay.
So he was talking about how there's 2 paths to realization. One path is that you see that everything is divine.
Uh-huh.
Like, everything is seen with reverence and gratitude and like beauty.
Mm-hmm.
But the other path is that everything is not divine. Everything is meaningless.
Yeah.
Everything is rubbish.
Yeah.
And he said that only if you mix the 2,
Uh-huh.
you're in ignorance.
Oh, that's deep, dude. That's
If
very
you go all the way in on one or the other, you'll realize.
Wow.
And like even this body's meaningless. Like it doesn't need to be treated with any respect. It's not divine. It's meaningless.
Wow.
You see life like that, and I think the Agoris, Agoris are yogis in India. There's so many like groups of yogis
Yeah.
that.
They're intense ones, though.
Yeah,
right?
they're intense
They
ones.
like wear ash all on their bodies and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So their idea is that nothing's divine. Like there's nothing special about this body.
Yeah.
I don't need to treat it a certain way. It's just earth.
Wow.
Like nothing special here.
I think I'm on the other end. I think everything is divine, but it's very hard.
He was saying that if you think of everything as divine, it's much easier.
It's much easier. Yeah. But but maybe I'm still in ignorance then. That proves that I'm still in ignorance because I cannot say that sometimes I look at evil in the world, right? How is that divine? How can a starving child be divine?
Well, that's what I was trying to say, man. That divine is, if it's the ability to overcome perceived limitations.
Uh-huh.
That is like a scalpel. It is like a sword. It could go both ways. It's a 2-sided coin.
Okay.
What is divine?
Right.
Then,
yeah.
if you use that definition.
Yeah.
So then evil is using like divinity in a certain way.
Dude, that's deep. That gets into Jungian psychology because they talk about the Lucifer effect, right?
Okay.
And basically what he's saying is that the God image has 2 sides. And the absolute evil is drawing from this image just as much as the good. You know? Is drawing energy from these archetypes, they say. And archetypes are like deep well springs of life energy, like energy in the body, you know, that have arisen from eons of evolution mixed with reality itself. So that's very deep, man. Dude, my mind is literally reeling right now. Just the amount we've covered is just fascinating. We did good.
We're doing good for sure, man. I'm only touching the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, and you want to keep going? We can keep going, dude. We did an hour and a half.
The only thing that I want to like wrap up here is like what's your vision for humanity?
Heaven on earth, man. Like I'm not maybe I'm still in ignorance, but I think with AI, with psychedelics, with everything, you know, with all of the tools at our disposal, we can create a world that's blissful. And I think Sadhguru's on the same page, you know, he just doesn't speak about it like in those terms. But I want to create utopia. That's why my name is the Utopian Buddha. Like, I want to create heaven on earth, dude. Like for myself, and for everyone around me, and for the world, right? But like, I realize, like, I'm not gonna, looking at the suffering and starvation and evil of the world is not gonna get me anywhere but depressed, right? Like, I'm not gonna be able to like, if I'm not gonna be able to give you an orange if I don't have an orange. I'm not gonna be able to give you heaven on earth if I don't have it myself, right? If I'm not in a state of bliss, I'm not gonna be able to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where all this spiritual practice has been coming down to, right? Like I'm doing it because I want to be blissed out, man. I want to be super blissed out, and then I want to share that bliss with other people, and that's the goal. And honestly, like, I'm not even no cap. Like, I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything, but it's working, dude. It's working. Like, I'm not there yet. I have my down days, but I have more up days. My highs are higher, and my lows are higher.
Okay.
Now that I'm doing my spiritual practice at Isha, you know. So everything is higher, dude. Like, and every now and then, like, I go into these states of consciousness where I'm just like, I am in heaven on earth. Like, I am heaven. Like, you know, I start seeing that around me. Like, whoa, man, I'm in heaven.
That's powerful.
And if you can see heaven, if you could see that you're in heaven right now, you're only one step away from creating it for other people.
Yeah.
You know. So my goal is to be there permanently, constantly, continuously. You know.
That's powerful, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, like, it's not about what you do; it's about how you're doing it.
Sadhguru said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. I mean, I think people have done more good. Indian yogis, there are Indian spiritual teachers who have done more good just sitting there in a state of bliss. They've done more good for humanity than, like, you know, a lot of CEOs. Because they're living it. They're living what is real. That source, that truth. You know, the bliss, you know, so. And it's a better high, dude. Being a former drug addict, like, you just want to get high, and you want to get high the right way, basically, you know, and it's a better high. Yoga I just made a YouTube short about that. Yoga is way better than drugs. I said, like, I've done.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. So that's to bring it down to earth. I know, like, you know, I wanted to end it, like, yeah. So. Whew. Anything else?
That's all, man.
That was great, man.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, dude. Thanks for
joining us on the integration age.
The integration. Thanks for having me. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. But yeah,
Thanks for
man.
being the first guest.
I will, dude. Yeah, man. I'll put this on my channel and plug you.
Blast.
Yeah, I'll plug you and say this is Richie's new podcast.
Yeah, man. That's great. And then I'd love to get more people on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk to some people. I'll ask them. I think this was good, man. I think an hour and a half that was some good discussion, man. So.
Bro, I keep going. I love this. I love this.
Man, I'm petering out. I can't.
No, I'm not saying with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, in general.
Yeah.
I got the stamina.
You got the stamina. Yeah, you can go deep for a long time.
This was like the one thing that when I'm thinking, I'm like, what am I gonna do with life? Like, what really, like, lights me up? Like, remember I was saying, like, what's within me that is, like, wanting to come out.
Yeah.
That I'm not trying to direct it.
Yeah.
To meet society's expectations or,
Yeah.
like, just make money.
Yeah.
Like,
And this is one of those
what's
things.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Dude, I realize that having good conversations is high on that list.
Yeah.
High out there.
Yeah, dude. We have good conversations.
We do. Yeah. And that's what I was saying before about how, like, if people, I don't really get along with anybody. I don't really get along with, I always feel isolated.